From a virtually bankrupt nation, let's talk about the world's fastest growing economy, India. We've been telling you on the show how 2023 is India's year, how New Delhi will be the capital of global diplomacy, and how leading powers are paying attention to their ties with India. The United States is one of them. A few months back, it was trying to play both sides, an old bad habit. The Biden administration called India an important partner. At the same time, it was arming Pakistan. Washington gave aid to Islamabad to maintain its fighter jets. But now it seems to be making amends. Joe Biden wants to host Prime Minister Modi at the White House, and this is not like his previous visits or invites. This time, Prime Minister Modi has been invited for a state visit. It is the highest honor in terms of protocol, and these invitations are usually extended to close friends. When will it happen? In the month of June or July this year. The exact dates are still being worked out. And what can we expect? Nothing less than the red carpet. Reports say President Biden wants Prime Minister Modi to spend at least a couple of days in the US. There is a tentative agenda which includes a joint session of the US Congress. Prime Minister Modi will address American lawmakers and a state dinner at the White House. Now, what explains this special invite? The G20 summit, among other things. India will host the summit in the month of September, and before the big event, President Biden could be trying to build some synergies. The groundwork has begun. India's National Security Advisor Ajit Doval was in the US. With him was a high-powered delegation from New Delhi. Mr. Doval met top officials of Team Biden, like his American counterpart Jake Sullivan and Secretary of State Antony Blinken. The visit has yielded some tangible outcomes. The US and India have announced a new partnership. It's called the US-India Initiative on Critical and Emerging Technologies. I know it sounds heavy, but the thought is quite simple. Fundamentally, this is about national security. Some of the key focus areas are military equipment, semiconductors, and artificial intelligence. The goal is to step up defenses against China. In fact, I have a quote from Jake Sullivan, the American National Security Advisor. This is what he says: the larger challenge posed by China, its economic practices, its aggressive military moves, its efforts to dominate the industries of the future and to control the supply chains of the future have had a profound impact on the thinking in New Delhi. So the US wants to collaborate more with India. How will this partnership work? Some areas have been identified, like mobile networks. America wants to work with India to push for alternatives. Chip manufacturing. Washington is ready to welcome more Indian specialists to the US. This is to boost manufacturing of semiconductors and defense manufacturing. India and the US want to encourage joint production. Some companies have already secured deals, like Lockheed Martin and Boeing. They have a partnership with the Tata Group. A few others are in the pipeline. General Electric, or GE, has expressed interest. The company builds aircraft engines. The US government is evaluating GE's application, and this outreach by Washington will be welcomed by New Delhi. And the US has a lot to make up for. President Biden has been in office for almost 2 years now. He is yet to send an ambassador to India. His top pick is a controversial one for the ambassador's post. And India is a partner that he needs very much. In fact, a deeper India-US partnership has always been a promising idea. This relationship has under-delivered. It has untapped potential. You could blame both America's hubris and India's hesitation for this. So can Prime Minister Modi and President Biden change the course? We say it's work in progress.